So now I'll tell you our outright number 10 of the list. And this is where it starts off. Our top 10 list.
Okay.
Our top 10 transfers of the Premier League this season. We have Nuno Tavares to Nottingham Forest.
I know exactly who you would have put him.
Oh my God.
Can we
I
restart?
know it's MJ and Mitch,
Why
definitely.
not vote for Tavares? guys?
Can we restart, please?
Mitch had him second.
Okay.
Second?
Are you all right, bro?
Why not vote for him, bro?
Wait, can you heat up my car? I'll come with
Hey,
you.
I'll see you later, man. See you later, man.
Bro, I didn't
Wait.
fucking put Tavares
This
second.
guy.
Go with Mitch.
What for?
You two are both idiots.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I didn't put
Romeo
Tavares.
Beckham and Nuno Tavares.
Nuno
not
Tavares
the
is
same.
crazy, bro.
Are you kidding me?
If not both.
I don't
say
see any
she just
benefit
goes,
for me.
Say she goes, oh, straight away. Oh, yeah, my bad. I shouldn't have said that. Like, just like that. Apologize. Are you cool?
Like instantly?
Yeah.
Nah, you got
I'm
to still
still
be
like,
a bit
what-
heated.
In the moment, I'll be like,
I'm still like,
you just
what's?
apologize. Like, you can't be saying that shit. And then afterwards, I'd be like,
I'm still like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you doing
can't
it?
be
Like,
like that.
you have to
That's
think
fine.
about
Right.
things. Like, you know, like it's like stuff like that. You can't just
Because yeah,
say
you
and then
can't
get away
humiliate.
with.
Somebody
Yeah.
can't humiliate your mates.
Exactly.
And you just like sit there and it's
Yeah, exactly.
it's kind of both ways.
Yeah, vice versa.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're back at Let 'Em Shoot. We're back for another episode. International break has got us
Depressed.
Hate international
depressed, but
break, to
a
be
bit
honest.
creative. So today we're going to be doing, as promised, top 10 transfers of the Premier League summer window.
Excellent.
Collective list.
Collectively.
Here we
Before we
go.
get into it and explain, introduce everyone to my very right.
It's your boy MJ, Born in Africa gang. Life's good. Blessed to be here. Got a visitor. Who's a visitor?
Carl.
feels like center stage again.
I had to, I
Sensation.
had to bleep out the other ones. To my left.
PBB in 1080p today.
We're 4K, dog.
Are we back in 4K?
You think we're never going back to 1080p? You think we're poor? You think there's poor people around?
PBB in 4K.
Yep.
4K.
Yep.
To my left.
Best young chef in Canberra. New up and coming FIFA YouTuber.
When's
RA
it starting?
Skills. Starting soon, man.
It's not
Don't worry.
FIFA anymore, man. EAFC.
Sorry,
EAFC.
AFC. Sorry.
If you want us to get that game,
Yeah, here, go, do it again.
Best young chef in Canberra and soon to be EAFC streamer. EAFC, send me free copy.
You gotta say
go.
RAEAFC.
I don't have to say that.
You do.
That's too much. No, no.
SPCT.
I said that normally. don't I?
SBC.
RESP. You
Are
remember
they
that
still
song?
called SBCs?
I don't know. Man. Yeah, it doesn't come out. If you know.
Pengus Techers, Bad Posture FC. I broke my back, spinal. I'm here with the crew,
Pause.
ready to record
Wait,
another
you should-
episode.
You should change your name to Desktop Peng.
Desktop Peng. Why?
No, Desktop Job Peng.
Why Oh, because my back. Yeah, I need a
Spinal.
desktop job.
Yeah, you
Not
do.
anymore. Your back's already done.
Yeah, I need one still because I lifted too
You
much.
can just have one of those standing desks.
Everyone sees it. Shit.
I feel so tall.
Bro, you'd make so many eye contacts with people.
I'd be looking down. I'd be
So
looking
many eye
down past their
contacts,
computers.
How are you looking down?
If I'm standing and everyone's sitting, I'll be looking down at everyone.
Bro,
Bro.
copy their work.
Imagine you
Yeah.
do this. You just side eye someone.
You can side eye them normally.
No, but you have to side eye to the ground. You have to go across it.
Like
down.
this.
And they're doing this. They're side,
Yeah,
they're
fucking
side eyeing
hell.
up like this. So
Before we get this started, excellent work, YouTube comments. Excellent. All-time high, I think. We're consistently getting a lot of comments on YouTube,
Yeah,
which
'cause
is
people
good.
like
They're my
our shit.
favorite. I think
Yeah,
YouTube
nice.
comments are the
Yeah,
best.
I like YouTube.
They're the best type of comments.
Creative
We got
as well.
Kendrick Roebuck said Nico Jackson is just a Senegalese Lukaku. My favorite Nico
Young
Jackson
Lukaku makes sense.
nickname. What's my
Yeah.
favorite Nico Jackson nickname? Jack Shuai.
Yeah,
Jack
Jack
Shuai.
Shuai.
Sure.
That's Jack Shuai. We got Ryan L. Ruiz. He said, "Dang, I got roasted so bad." Still love it though.
Why did he get roasted? What did we say about him?
I think he was the guy that was talking about FIFA. We were saying
Oh
Chelsea's got the
no!
best squad or something.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, we're not sorry, bro.
A
Sorry.
lot of people
I am.
liked MJ's fantasies.
Oh yeah, that was
They liked
funny.
my stutter.
You, what did you?
Who and where and who.
He said
I thought you would have taken that out.
It's probably cold in the
The engine was starting.
It's Kazakh
Diesel
language.
engine.
Yeah.
Well, you got a
And
got a
Isco
Volkswagen.
Mania or Maina. Isco Maina. Not gonna lie, Bud cooked on this episode. I don't know where these people.
Yes.
Or where
Is it
he
about
cooked.
Chelsea, maybe?
I think I don't. Maybe I don't know.
It's
Or
where
Arsenal,
United
maybe about
take-
I've
Arsenal or
never
something.
finished an episode with
And
filming, and I'm gone. Fuck, Bud cooked today.
Yeah,
It's probably the United take.
Never happened
ever.
once.
It's the United take.
But-
I don't need a cook.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't.
That's
Yeah.
not what you're here for. To be
Exactly. I'm here for
That's true.
outrageous
But
moments.
they call you geometry head. Do you remember that?
Yeah, when you fade yourself up, nice.
Yeah, they called you geometry head.
Yeah, sick cunt. Oh,
Yeah, but make sure you keep commenting on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, follow. We need to get to 5K. You know the drill. 3.2 at the moment.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Slowly. If we can get to 5 before the end of the
5 is
year,
nice.
Mum's Life, we're doing big prize for
Yeah.
the 5,000 subscribers.
You
Yeah.
got to tie the Hilux, bro.
Today we are doing
his new car.
top 10 transfers of the window.
Helicopter.
Helicopter. We're doing top 10 transfers of the window. So what we did is everyone in the Let 'Em Shoot chat sent production their top 10 list. And we put that, if you came first in the list, you got 10 points.
Oh shit!
You know, no, second 9 points, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, all the way down. And we collated a list. Guess how many? Roughly guess each of you how many different players there were on this list. Top 10.
14.
14.
I'm gonna say
Sammy.
like 17 or something.
17, right?
21.
21, Mike.
20, I say.
Production, you got to guess?
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon.
Unless you-
One,
Yeah,
two,
he
three,
probably
4,
did.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Hey.
Bud closest.
Okay.
I said 20.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did you
nice.
say
There
20?
you go.
There you go, Mike.
I was
So we
wrong.
had 20 different names, which is pretty... Where shit, you'd think, oh,
Everyone's
everyone's
thinking
kind of on
the
the
same.
same page.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm going to go through the players who didn't make our top 10,
Okay.
and I'll tell you the votes, and I'll tell you who voted for them.
Sure.
So the person who received the bottom most votes was
it
one
one?
vote.
Okay.
They came 10th place in one person's list. You want to guess whose list?
Mitch.
No, second guess.
Samuel.
No, third guess.
Bud.
Riley.
Yes, there we go. Bud voted for Romeo Beckham to Brentford.
You want to say? Are you gonna say
Explain.
why?
Go hard, man.
Why
I
he
don't
did
know
that?
why.
See, I looked at this transfer as this. By the way, he went from B team
Nah.
Yep.
to so he graduated.
Yeah.
Bonus. So they saved money. That's one tick. Saved a lot of money. 2, he's a Beckham. So he's already bringing revenue. If he starts one game, imagine the shirt sales.
Yeah.
Bang.
Makes
Because
it
right
good.
now, that's zero cost. So every shirt they sell him
I
from
think
now
they
on.
did sign him for money from Inter Miami, but anyway.
That was ages ago. We're talking
It
about
was
this
in-
summer.
It was in January, yeah.
But it's this summer. He went
Continue.
from B team to A.
Yeah, their cost doesn't go away though, but anyway.
It does because it's this summer we're talking about, not in general.
Sorry, yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be like
Just off
Ronaldo's
first
generals.
glance.
Yeah.
Are we going to keep letting this go on?
Boom.
glance.
Shirt sales.
Yep.
3, I'm thinking of social media. If he plays, girls, Beckham, so good looking. Bam. Brentford's.
So you
What
think
happens?
Beckham's good looking.
The Instagram goes up.
Yep.
Brentford, more publicity again. What happens when you get a lot of publicity? Sponsors, money, bang, 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 come in. There we go.
Okay.
It was
Shut
hard.
the hell up. What is going on?
This guy-
between
He's put
thought they
in his
signed
top
Messi or
10
something.
transfers for the Premier Romeo Beckham, who
It was
you've seen
between-
play
it
0
was
games
really
ever.
hard.
Wait, it's one of the stupidest things that's ever happened on this podcast.
Well, who'd you put? Did he put Kudus?
no.
You see him play in the Prem?
I didn't put
Yeah, that's it.
into
Whoever
it.
put Kudus,
We'll get into it.
I know
didn't
who
put
put Kudus. If you put
Kudus
Kudus
is a good sign.
and
And
Beckham,
Kudus is a
there's
good
no
player.
difference.
What do you mean there's no difference?
Another
Kudus never
mention.
played in
No,
the Prem.
shut up.
Kudus never played in
You've
the Prem.
literally put a guy just because his dad is famous.
Exactly.
You haven't watched him play
How is
once.
Kudus
It's transfers,
worse than
no
Romeo
base
Beckham?
players.
Yeah, there's reasons for a transfer being good. You
How's
put
that an
Romeo
example?
Beckham for
Oh,
no
it doesn't
reason.
make sense.
That's one of the worst things that's ever happened on this show.
We've
Now-
got in 16th place A person who I thought would have got a lot more votes, but I think after his first 4 games, the people have been a bit blinded. Only MJ had him, and it's Onana.
Yeah, I wanted to put him, but I just thought that
You're blinded.
just the performances this start of
haven't
this
been
season haven't been there. Of course, I think doing this before the season starts, he's obviously going to be in the list.
Yeah.
He's going to be relatively high up as well because United needed a keeper. They got
Not one other person voted for him.
Yeah, they got a keeper who was obviously very good before. Last season he was in the top 30 in the Ballon d'Or. He was extremely important
Cheap
for
talky for.
He was extremely important for Inter. So realistically, we did let the games
Sorry, MJ.
we did let the games blind us, but it's not a bad.
You know what that means?
Look, yeah, you go.
Romeo Beckham, Onana, same level, bro.
There it is.
No.
Onana has
Really?
more points.
Look, for me,
Yeah, but who makes more shirt sales? We'll see.
Probably Onana.
you're probably
Let's make a
Don't
bet.
say probably.
Who makes more
Let's
shirt
not say
sales?
probably.
I'll bet you.
A couple other players.
Exactly. Thank you, Mitch.
A couple other players who
Keepers?
didn't make our
It's kind of
list.
true.
Who's buying a keeper shirt? cuz?
Keepers.
Yeah, just keepers. Who's buying a Beckham shirt?
Zero
Girls.
people.
Girls.
Just tell me every girl that you
Girls.
know that's bought a Romeo Beckham.
I'm waiting until he gets into the team. I'm saying this is
So you
investment.
put a signing
This
who
is like
hasn't
stock.
even made it into the
big
team.
howler.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a
the
big
biggest
stock.
howler I reckon this year.
Big howler.
Alright, you go buy an Onana shirt.
That
Then
could
you
honestly
go
be
buy
one.
a Romeo I'll buy a Beckham
If you look
shirt.
at what United
I'll buy a
needed-
Beckham shirt.
It's a great sign.
You go buy an Onana shirt. I
It's
dare
a
you.
great signing.
How United it's so hard to press
Yeah,
them now.
yeah. Get an Onana shirt.
Did you see how much we struggled trying to press?
Did you see how
He's
Gvardiol
transformative.
talked about trying to play against Inter in the final and he said Onana is literally impossible to press?
If you don't know ball, you don't know ball.
I guess
Just
Pep hasn't
stay
met
in your lane
Beckham
over
yet.
there.
then.
So let's just talk about
Stay
football in this
wait,
podcast.
Wait until
Stay in
Brentford
Romeo's
play.
lane over
Wait
there.
until Brentford plays City in Champions League, and watch
Champions
what
League.
Pep
In Champions League. So
and-
what year is this going to happen?
and watch what
What year
Pep
is
says
this-
about Beckham.
When is this going to happen?
Fuck,
Okay.
Beckham, way better than
A
his
couple
dad.
others that just quickly just didn't make the list, and then we'll get into our top 10.
Yep.
Pau Torres, I think.
I
Voted for
voted
Pau
for him.
Torres?
Stinker,
MJ,
bro.
did you have him?
I just
So
think,
you've had two
MJ,
again, the 4
yeah.
games
Yeah,
blinded me because
he's
before the
stinky.
season it's a great signing.
Pau
Don't know if it
Torres
was
is a
got his
good
top
signing.
10, but it's a good signing.
It's good signing.
Vicario, I think Riley.
Another
did.
I did want to
Riley
actually have him at 10, but I couldn't squeeze him in.
Riley had him at 7.
I think it's 7. Yeah.
7, and then Jeremy and Tom had Sangare for Nottingham Forest.
Great. I would
Good
have,
signing.
if I remembered, I would have put him. Maybe
And
10.
then a couple others, so Doku
Yeah,
and Lavia.
I didn't feel like I wanted Doku.
Okay.
I feel like if Lavia went to Liverpool, I would have put him in.
Yeah, if you went to a better team,
I feel like I would have put him in if he went to Liverpool, but
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go. Our number 11, we're going to start at 11 because this player just didn't make the list because we've got a lot of tied players.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Makes
this
sense.
player just is 11 by himself. And then after I name him, I'm going to tell you who's 10 and 9, and you're going to tell me, oh, I wonder how they've made it.
10
to
and
the
9
list.
are tied.
No,
as in 10 and 9.
10 and 9
shouldn't
are
be in the
separate.
list.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so number 11 is Christopher Nkunku.
Oh, he didn't make the list. That's pretty
Christopher
sad.
Nkunku
That's
was
crazy.
had by
but
I had him.
Mate.
I didn't.
Samuel 10,
Yeah.
Mitch 10, Riley 5,
Chelsea makes sense.
I had him 3, I think 3 or 4.
Bud had him 3.
You guys didn't have him?
Anybody injured, I was like, nah.
Okay. Well, to me, I think it made sense. I got rid of the injury thing, and I feel like he's one of the only signings that
Great
made a lot
signing.
of sense.
Absolutely.
And for the amount of money, it wasn't too much money for someone who's been that good.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, I'd put him 10th.
60 mil. Havertz money, so
Yeah, I agree. That's
Great value.
It's a good,
Yeah.
it's good value.
Injured.
And if you
That's
saw
my
anything
argument.
that he was doing in pre-season, the team looked so much better when he was playing,
Yeah, I like it.
which is why he was 5 for me.
Agreed.
Okay. So now I'll tell you our outright number 10
Yep.
of the list. And this is where it starts off. Our top 10 list.
Okay.
Our top 10 transfers of the Premier League this season. We have Nuno Tavares to Nottingham Forest.
I know exactly who you would have put him.
Oh my God.
Can we
I know it's
restart?
MJ and Mitch,
Why'd I
definitely.
vote for Tavares?
Can we restart, please?
Mitch had him second.
Second?
Are you all right, bro?
Why'd I vote for him, bro?
Hey, can you heat up my car? I'll come with
Hey,
you.
I'll
pull.
see you later, man. See you later, man.
Bro, I didn't
Hey,
fucking put Tavares
this
second.
guy.
Go with Mitch.
What for?
You two are both fucking idiots.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I didn't put
Romeo
Tavares.
Beckham and Nuno Tavares.
Nuno
not
Tavares
the
is
same.
crazy, bro.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
days.
I can't believe
Yo.
that Nuno Tavares has gone up to second.
On Mitch's list.
Second.
Second on one person's list. Second on Mitch's list. Second. So we're saying we're going to sit here and say that a person in our friendship group has said that Nuno Tavares is the second best signing this season in the Premier League. Is he's not in the top 30?
Watch what I'm
He's
gonna
not even in. He's not even in Nottingham's top 10.
Watch what I'm
What
gonna
the hell
do.
is going on here?
Watch what I'm gonna do to your
better.
brand name, bro.
Alanga better. Sangare better. All those three are better signings than Nuno Tavares.
Watch what I do to your
It's a
so-called
loan
brand,
as well.
oh my god.
Kina Studios. Everyone in the comments.
They didn't even sign him.
Report
They didn't
Kina
even sign him
Studios.
fully.
Surely,
Hey,
can we?
I reckon we can go back into Instagram messages. If we just type in Mitch Tavares, he's probably slandered him like 50 times.
I know I used to. That's for sure.
Exactly. And,
Jesus
and he
Christ.
does.
He cannot be in our list. Remember when we do the recap video when they go
Jesus.
TikTok, let's just pretend Nkunku was 10. Because Tavares 10, when they go, that's the first thing they're going to hear. All right, guys, this is going to be joke. Ready? Oh, and our top 10 transfers for this
Tavares.
season. Number 10, starting with number 10, Nuno Tavares. Sorry? Everyone's going to skip the video or comment. These guys have no idea.
Surely you got
Bro,
to
I
explain
can't wait
yourself,
for the
bro.
no ball.
You
These
have
guys
to explain
no
yourself
ball.
right now.
No ball knowledge.
It's a loan.
It's a loan. He's coming back.
So how'd you get rid of him? You still have to pay his wages probably.
You'd be paying part of his wage.
Yeah.
He said number 2. And
Nottingham won't have
the
to pay all
transfer
of
is
it.
not for the team who's losing him. How is that the
Jesus
transfer? Otherwise, Harry
Christ.
Kane could be in here because they got 100 mil for him. If the transfer is about the
He
team who
knows.
lost
He
him.
knows that it's not for the team that's losing him.
This is
Well, at least we can get past that now.
Fuck's sake. Is there any more of those? Or
Well, Riley, thank you for
Second.
segueing me in to our number 9, Rob Holding, to Crystal Palace.
if that was this one's number 1, oh, fuck up.
Wait, who put him number one? Can you tell us? Wait, how many people first?
One person.
One
voted
person.
for Rob
Yeah, so who
Hey,
voted
let's play a game. Did he put him?
He's not even better than Guehi. He's not better than Anderson.
He's not starting. He
Well,
got
doesn't
bought to not
start.
play.
That's what I mean. Like, where's this guy
Wait,
playing?
was that a loan or a buy?
Bye-bye.
Where's this guy playing? Maybe back 3. I don't know.
Let's-
so four.
let's- Who do you guys reckon that he did that?
Was
It
your
can't be him because he already did one.
Was your number 3 Pepe as well? Fuck you.
Nah, let's be serious. It can't be Mitch. Who else could it be?
Oh, maybe it's Deny. Did he do it?
It is Mitch, obviously.
It has to be Mitch.
And did he have him 1?
Yes.
Rob Holding is the best transfer of this season. What the?
Did you say
Every single game at the end of last season, he said, Rob Holding, we can't have Rob Holding play. Oh, we're missing Saliba so much. He's the
I
worst
respect
centre back.
it, I
He's the
respect
worst this. He's the worst this. He's the worst this. He goes to Crystal Palace and now he's the best. He's not even better than any Crystal Palace centre back that starts. So how is it anywhere near a good? This is why we have to just say, you name the people, you do a list, you do a list, you do a list, and we just can't just be giving. Because why not? We just let the little kids at somewhere else do the
You
list.
should have said Mitch. Name your
Why can't we go
10
on
to
the
20.
You
Use
said
that
Mitch a different message,
for
didn't
one.
you? Surely.
for
You
1
had
and
to.
10.
Oh, I'm
You
dying,
serious?
bro.
You should have said haha Mitch. Now send the reward, or else you're exfoliated from here.
I kind of feel, but I got to say, I'm sorry, bro. That we were just slandering the fuck out of you when this was yet to come.
Yeah, and I made good sense about Romeo Beckham.
No, you didn't.
No,
To
no,
be
no,
honest,
no.
it's still
didn't.
How's that worse than Romeo Beckham?
Come on.
This-
Oh,
That's
It
not
can't
worse
be
than
worse.
Romeo Beckham is obviously worse, but
Yeah.
the top 2 of
Yeah.
Tavares and Holding as your 2 best signings this year.
Yeah,
that's-
because you put him
that's
10.
worse.
And
Yeah,
Romeo
yeah.
Beckham's
Shut up.
mum's life
Shut up.
will sell more
Shut
shirts
up about Romeo Beckham.
than
Shut
Holding.
up.
Have you what number is Holding wearing at Crystal Palace?
Shut up.
You don't even know. You
Shut
would
up.
never even look at it.
I actually saw it, but I didn't even pay attention.
Romeo
to this.
Beckham. I reckon if you go to Brentford store,
Okay, what's he wearing?
in the first page.
What's he wearing?
What do you mean?
What
What
numbers?
It just says Beckham.
What number is he wearing?
Beckham.
What number is he wearing?
It's just gonna say
Idiots.
Beckham.
There's so many.
What's the commentator?
idiots.
Would you rather hear Beckham or would you rather hear Holding again?
shut up.
Commentator's dream hearing Beckham again.
That's funny,
Players,
bro.
Why we don't know.
So this whole list is fucked already, okay.
Players, yeah.
why
We're
we
up
don't.
to
I like
players.
it. The carnage.
Number 8. This is the first of a 3-way tie.
Okay.
Okay, so number
You just
8.
order him. Why not?
I'll just tell you the 3 players, and we can talk about them. So first we'll do.
Are we doing like
this is 8, 7,
8.1?
6.
This is
8.2,
888. Yeah.
8.3?
And then it goes to 5.
No, then it goes to 7,
No, it's,
7. Then
it's like
6,
8.1,
5, 4, 3,
8.2.
Oh, really?
8.3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
That's probably better.
888. They're all tied. So we have actually 13 players in our top 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
Van de Ven for Spurs.
As 8.
Yep.
As
I didn't
8.
put him in.
He's
I
got
put him a
12
bit higher
points.
than that.
Voted
I put him in.
by Riley and I think MJ.
I voted
MJ had
him
him
high.
second.
Nice. I
Riley
didn't have
has
him.
him. Riley, you
I had him
remember
pretty
off
low.
by-
It was like
you had
8
him
or something.
9.
Yeah, no.
Did you have coolest players with, like players with cool names in your list? Is that what you did?
Yeah, Jeremy sent me a different message as well.
MJ, talk to them about Van de Ven.
I feel like if you look at the rejuvenation of Tottenham, that's an area they needed badly. I think they needed a solid centre back who's good on the ball, very calm. He's a good defender, and I think he's a big part of why we've seen such a strong and very impressive Tottenham side. He definitely exceeded my expectation, but I think it's a smart signing for the price. His age, he's a good age profile as well, and I think for what Ange needs, he's literally the perfect centre back to kind of slot in next to anybody else. So
And he's
my
already,
hat's off to him.
he's already
to be honest.
made Romero look
Yeah,
much
makes-
better than he was last
There you
season,
go.
and even Davison.
Well, because he does a lot of, I think he does a lot of the Saliba role.
Yeah.
He covers for Romero and makes him just look so much better. There, where he can do that stupid aggressive tackles that he does, and at least someone will actually be there back to cover him, rather than Eric Dyer, who they were relying on last
agree.
year.
Reminds you of a young Joaquin Edison, bro.
No,
Very good.
he's literally Vertonghen regen.
I see both
So
actually,
then-
yeah.
8 again. We have Kudus to West Ham.
I didn't put him in.
A couple people didn't have
Maybe
him in
9?
the list. He made it because MJ had him 10.
Yeah, 10, okay.
Jeremy had him 8,
yeah.
and someone else had him.
I had him like 12th or something.
Yeah, right. You didn't have. Mitch had him 7. Yeah, that's.
I know Mitch voted for him because he got him in fantasy. That's why.
You know, if we didn't
It's the
say
only
anything,
reason.
he wouldn't have
I
known.
think
Kudus.
Kudus is good.
Kudus is a great sign.
I
for
think
I
West
so.
don't.
Ham.
I don't
I'm
think he
backing it.
suits the way West Ham want to play, though.
I
in
don't
my
think West Ham
opinion.
know how they want to play.
Well, they've
And
made it
you
very
don't
clear
know
that
how
they
you
just
wanna
wanna-
play, and you got a guy that dangerous who can score from nothing, can play multiple positions. If there's injuries, can play wide right, play wide left, play 10, can play 9. I don't see why that could be a
Agree.
bad.
I don't
sign.
hate
Yeah.
it.
Agreed.
What's his
40 mil as well?
position? What's his
He
position?
normally plays on
He's
the
a-
right side.
Yeah.
He's left-footed.
Like
But
wing?
I've
he
seen
can
him
play anywhere.
I've seen him
in the
play a
front
lot
three.
of different.
Yeah.
Against Liverpool, he played 9,
I've
and
seen
he
him play a
also
lot of
played
10.
10.
Yeah.
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 That's the thing. If he plays right, that's Bowen. If he plays 10,
I
they
guess Paqueta.
is one of them
Kepa
out.
can drop deeper. Yeah,
And he can play on the left-hand
But then
side.
they bought
as a false
Alvarez.
winger.
They've got Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta, him.
Yeah.
yeah.
So one of those new
can play on
signings,
the left as well.
Well, he's
and they're
probably
all
gonna-
new signings. So one of them has to come out.
He's probably going to be Buendia's replacement. Oh, not Buendia.
Benrahma.
Benrahma.
Yeah, you mean on the
And
left?
also, he can play 9
Yeah.
because Antonio's not going to last long.
Yeah.
That's true. He couldn't.
Yeah, started well,
Good
though.
player to have plays everywhere.
Yeah.
I think everyone.
I'm not against
any.
low.
Most of the
Yeah.
top 6 sides could have taken Kudus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whether
100%.
I think most teams were in for him as well.
Let's go to our last 8, and it's Mateo Kovacic. I think MJ. Did you have Kovacic? No.
I was going to, but I took him out for a reason.
Okay. Why would you not have Kovacic? I don't think Kovacic should be in this list.
No.
I don't think he
Because
should
I
be
think they went and signed Mateus Nunes, who I think is as
Gonna
good as
start.
Kovacic. Yeah.
to start.
They're
If
probably
not,
going to play more.
Yeah.
I think I didn't want to have him just based on you didn't really sign anyone. Like you didn't sign him as his direct replacement, who he was supposed to replace is Gundogan. They don't really have a similar player profile. I think Gundogan's much better going forward as opposed to how good Kovacic is deep.
Yep.
But I think he's not really healthy a lot. And
Yeah.
and if you're coming into a squad with City that's going to be playing so many games in the year, I feel like you need to be healthy.
And I think it's similar to like the Casemiro thing, where it's like you might get a good season out of him, but what's your future plan?
Yeah.
And I mean, he's already a bit on the older side. I think, is that a good Gundogan replacement? Maybe not. But then again, as well, he's a bit older as well. So I was like, it's a decent signing, but it's not a great signing.
They got
for
a
me.
good level player for a low price, which is obviously what you'd want. But
I don't think they improved on the position that
No,
they
I
signed.
don't think
didn't.
they
Yeah,
did.
exactly.
yeah, they didn't.
It's almost like that transfer was more to hurt Chelsea than anything
Yeah.
because it doesn't really do much.
Just
for
because
City.
they could.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they we always know City wants to build a big squad and have a good squad of players, so they went and signed Nunes directly after. So yeah,
Is he?
Yeah.
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 I see him just doing the Phillips role, not playing much.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
now that
started
Nunes
more than Phillips though, to be
yeah,
honest.
but I think now Nunes here.
Yeah, I hear that.
Expect to see less of him.
We're going to go out. We've got tied number 7s. Right. And we'll go for the first one. He's gone to Newcastle, 70 mil. Sandro Tonali. A couple people here had him in
7.
flops of the season.
Yeah,
Now
Yeah, he did.
we've collectively got him, and I think a lot of people had him. Bud had him number 8. MJ had him
so
number
close.
7.
Yep.
Samuel had him number 9. Chrissa had him number 8.
So close, hit the post.
Mitch did not have him in his list. Riley had him number 8. Denai had him number 6. Jeremy did not have him in his list. And Tom didn't have him in his list. What do you guys think of Tonali?
I think he's just had. I think he's a good player, and I think he showed glimpses of it in the first game. But I think with their run of games that they've had recently, it's kind of. It's not. It shouldn't be much of an excuse, but it's kind of hard when that's your introduction to the Premier League. To then adjust to that sort of level is pretty crazy. But for 70 mil, you could almost argue, should he be actually better than what he is then?
The reason I didn't have him in my list is not because I don't think he's a good player and not that I don't think it was a good deal, but my reasoning was, did Newcastle address the problem that they had, which was buying a 6?
And centre back.
And I don't think they did. I think Tonali is a similar player to Bruno.
Yeah. I think he's more of a 6 though, isn't he?
No, I feel like
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think he's more of an
He's been
8
playing way higher.
Yeah.
For Newcastle.
I thought he was more of a 6.
So maybe they thought it would
but
give
he's playing a
stability
lot
next
higher.
to Bruno.
High.
Even at AC, we think he's a 6, but he wasn't.
And-
Benacer was deeper than him.
And in the same
Yeah, fair
games,
call.
you've got Bruno and him both making runs into the box, both making runs to the top of the box with nobody sitting. And that's why Newcastle fans are coming out saying we're missing Longstaff. And when we have Longstaff in the side, we get more points
That's
because
crazy.
somebody holds. Because at the moment, it's
true.
Bruno,
It's true.
Tonali, Joelinton, and it's not working.
Yeah.
The Newcastle midfield just looks like there's no balance.
Yeah.
And I think if they had spent the 70 mil on a world-class DM, as opposed to a box-to-box midfielder, I think it would have been a better deal. So that's why I didn't have him in.
I do think they signed someone who is one for the future. He's extremely talented. He's one of the brightest younger players in the world. He's come from somewhere with experience, especially in the Champions League, somewhere where they are now. So obviously he's been there. They were in the semi-final last year. I feel like he's done a lot already at his age, won the league already in Italy. I think he does need... I think coming into the Premier League, you're always realistically going to need a tiny bit of time to acclimatise. For 70 million, should you deserve to? Maybe not. But realistically, if everyone's realistic, he's another player.
I don't think it's because he's a bad player. I think it's because he doesn't fit the system.
Yeah.
And
I think he does, but I just think that Bruno Guimaraes, if he went back to playing... When he signed for
if they sold Joelinton
Newcastle...
and get a 6,
Yeah. I feel like he
then
played a
they're
lot
Joelinton
deeper.
has to be benched.
they're laughing. Yeah.
That's what
But they
have to
can't
do.
bench him now. There's no 6.
Yeah, they have no 6 unless Bruno Guimaraes is going to play lone 6.
I
Or
thought that's what he
Longstaff
was
plays
going to
6.
do.
And yeah, I thought he was going to play
Play
lone
who?
6.
Deeper role.
Because Bruno...
I thought Bruno was going to be that deeper role.
I did think
Be
because at
rather
the start of the
playmaker.
season, there was a lot of the time where he was playing as the deepest and he was doing really well. I think after that was then they got the injuries. Willock went out of the midfield and then they brought in Longstaff and he played 6 and I think they thought that worked better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like the Tonali signing and I think it's the first real to show that Newcastle is about it.
For real.
I feel like that's
Of
the
that
signing.
window.
I
think
thought the
Isak is that
Isak was, but I feel like Isak was still very big question mark.
Especially with
Whereas
the injury.
Tonali is this is big signing. If one of the big clubs make it, you're saying, wow.
Yeah.
So
I
they
hear
beat a lot of big teams to him.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's a big positive.
Fair enough. Tied with Tonali, we've got Alexis McAllister to Liverpool. Tied at number 7. He was in the list by Samuel at 5, Chrissa at 5, well, obviously.
Tom at 5.
Riley at 10, Denai at 7, Tom at 7.
I didn't have him in my list.
I didn't have him in
Same.
my list.
Wow.
And not because I don't think he's quality.
Yeah,
It's
same.
just-
I
very
think,
weird
again,
to not have
Liverpool
him.
didn't address the problems.
It's
And I
very
think the
weird to
other 8 that they signed
Way better.
is a better player.
Yeah.
It's very weird to not.
So why Liverpool went...
It's very weird to not have him. If I'm being completely honest, no, it's not. If I'm being completely honest, it's very weird to not. It's very weird to not have him because one, like you guys said with Kudus, he can play in multiple positions.
He can play in one position and it's 8.
Ooh, McAllister, no,
your team.
he's shown
He
this
can
year
play
that he's
one
played in
position.
6 in
And that's-
3 of the games this season. He's played in the 6 and looked very good.
No, I think his one position is just behind Messi.
De Zerbi literally came out and said that he's so good and he can play in the 6, 8, and 10.
Yeah, when he was trying to sell him.
Then they sold him for only 35 million. They lost
Bro,
money.
I'm telling you.
Nah,
He said
let's
Caicedo was sober as well.
just. It's. I feel like we're not being honest. if your team signed a very proven, very good
A
midfielder,
one-season midfielder, yes.
but someone who's very good,
He's
A
good.
ginger.
I think he's great. I'm not going to sit here and say McAllister's bad.
He's redhead.
I'm just saying you got the 8 that you wanted. They got him.
we got another one. We needed 2 8s.
He's not even
we
the
did,
best
regardless.
redhead
We
in the
did need
league.
another 8.
He's
Longstaff
You
was
did,
10
yeah?
times better.
Okay.
And if Shelby grew his
I
hair
think
out 10
McAllister
times
could
I'm
better.
going to take a leave off this show.
I think
I
McAllister
actually
could be on everyone's list.
Yeah,
He's a
he-
good
I
player.
think I'm
He
going to
should be
take
on
a
the
leave.
list.
Yeah.
And especially for 35.
I think I'm going to
It's
take
a great
That's
deal.
a steal.
I'm going
Yeah.
to take 35 million
Yeah.
when everyone thought he was going to be at least 50, 60.
It's a-
No,
it should
but
be on the
let's
list.
just
But you wanted a 6.
These guys got to stop talking about redheads because we're going to get cancelled.
You wanted a 6 and you didn't get a
Ginger
6.
tax.
And you're forced to play him not in his position. I don't know if that's a good deal. That's what I'm saying.
He's played there for
But
Brighton,
it's not
and
his
he's played
position.
there.
You were telling me he could play 10. He's going to play
He
10.
can play 6,
All right,
8.
I got a
So
question
is
for
he a 6?
Surely he's
or
not a 10.
You just bought Gravenbach. Who's starting now? Who's your starting 3 midfielders?
Gravenbach isn't an instant starter. I feel
No,
like
but
he's someone who's young.
Obviously, after two.
They're the same
No,
age,
No,
man.
no. But to me, he's like
Apparently
got
he's
a
gonna
lot
be
to
the
grow.
6.
That's what
Nah,
I'm saying.
he's not going to play 6.
He's going to
No,
be
is
the
that
8.
what Klopp said?
So it's going to
Nah.
be Szoboszlai,
Okay.
They don't
Gravenbach,
know.
and
They don't know who's
Kamada.
going to play.
You can't just.
Endo.
sorry, Endo,
He said, come on.
Endo, and Endo.
Yeah. Listen, I think it's a great deal.
I think it's a
It's
great
actually good.
deal.
Endo can-
He should have been in
To
my
me,
list.
one of the deals of the window.
Clearly, you had him top 5, but
Yeah, it is.
you can understand why we're saying you went out shopping.
Nah,
and you
but I
didn't,
can't
It was
understand why
interesting.
he's not in the 10.
You didn't come back with what you
We
went out
needed
for.
midfielders. Us not signing a 6 doesn't take away from the
MJ.
fact that we signed
Who's this?
a 35 mil.
Who's that? Liverpool 6. Have a guess who that is.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's at the 10 at Civic Pool. Yeah. Sorry, McAllister. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's
He doesn't come with a lot of experience, though. There are some negatives.
He's got
to
international
McAllister.
experience.
He does.
He's
yes.
got Premier
Played in the
League
World Cup.
experience.
Yeah, we
What do
get
you mean
it.
he's played in a World Cup? He's won a World Cup and
Yes.
been a very important
Okay,
piece.
but
in a
there's worse
Yeah,
players
but
who've won a World
anyone
Cup.
could have
Yes.
played that
Yeah.
behind
See, this
Messi
is when
role.
we go to anyone
say
could
that.
have, or when we say he's a ginger,
Oh,
or
man.
then we can't listen to reasonings for it.
All right.
I just said
So
anyone
then
could
let's
play the
just
behind
skip
Messi
it
role.
to 1 then.
Paredes could have played
Let's just
behind the
skip it to
Messi
1.
role.
Let's go to number 6 on the list. It's gone. Another City signing. Their most money spent this window. Got Gvardiol. Everyone feel like Gvardiol should have been in the list?
Yeah.
Bud, you had him?
Yeah, I had him.
But I had him
probably
4.
5 or 4. Yeah.
MJ didn't have him.
No, I didn't have him.
Samuel had him 7. Chrissa had him 4. Mitch had him 9. Riley had him 6. Denai had him 9. Jeremy didn't have him. Tom had him 8.
You didn't have
You
him?
guys want to talk to me and MJ? We didn't have him.
Yeah, well, I think for me, the reason I had him is because, again, you've signed someone who's extremely talented, one of the best young players in that position, probably the best young player, maybe other than Saliba in that position, and you've brought him into the best manager in the world and the best side in the world. So I think the signing just completely makes sense. He can play left back and he can play centre back. And I saw a thing about the way that Gvardiol wants to play, and it's a lot more playing out from the back where the other team's pressing high and you need players who can drive out of the back, and he's one of the best in the world at carrying the ball. So
I think for me, it was one of those, when I thought of it, I was like, yeah, I'll put him in. But now that I think of it, if he wasn't in the 10, I wouldn't be like upset.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
I think City didn't need a left back. It could have been cheaper to actually coach these guys and play the system they want to
By
play.
anyone else.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's a win for them, obviously, but
they lost Laporte, who's a loss because City obviously have great centre backs depth.
Is
Yeah.
Gvardiol right now better than Laporte?
I think so.
Because I don't know if he is.
I think
I have to see more of him.
I think
to-
Laporte
to
went
say
to Saudi
something.
for a reason.
I think he went for Saudi for a reason. That's for money.
Yeah, money, and I
Yeah.
don't think. I just think,
Laporte could go start at any other team in the Prem.
yeah, but he's
For
also
me.
very injury prone.
Yeah.
And they brought in someone who last year played a lot of games in both club and country.
Yeah.
And Champions League, and every league that he was in, he was very good. And he's young.
I guess for me, it was like, did they need, if they were looking for a centre back, did they need a centre back? Probably not. Maybe, probably not. Because they have quality in the centre back role.
They do.
They've got quality as fullbacks. They have fullbacks that can invert as well. So I think this is more of like a luxury signing than a
Absolutely.
we
And that's
need
why I
this
didn't put it in.
badly. And that's
Yeah.
why I was like, yeah, Matt signing. Anybody else in the league probably signs this guy, but did they need him? Like, was this like a we need this guy?
But
Maybe not.
they got rid of Cancelo, and then this
Laporte.
guy can cover both like centre back and left back. So that's a
He
big
can.
signing for them. The potential is
Very high.
it's hard.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
him.
I agree.
Like who
He's-
knows
he's
what could
talented,
happen.
And he's
but
in the perfect
22.
system
For
to.
me, it's like, do
where
they
he
need
doesn't
him?
have to
I don't
just-
know.
He's extremely young. He's extremely talented, but I completely agree with MJ. They've got Ruben Diaz. They've got Akanji. They've got Stones.
Ake.
They've got Ake.
But Diaz has also been injured all last season, so
And they got
Who
Rico
knows?
Lewis
But
as well.
Diaz
who can
came
step
back
in.
and started
He played the
straight
whole
away.
Second half of the year. Yeah.
And he's been playing every game.
They got Rico Lewis. They got Carl Walker.
Yeah, so
Did they need? It's just it's City. They have 100 mil that they can spend on a centre back when they've
Yeah.
got
There you go.
8 other players that can play there, and it's looked at as one of the best deals in the window. But to me,
100 mil
They
City
could've-
spending that much is
you know what I mean?
crazy as well. Like you think
Yeah.
you don't really see him spending that much,
They
especially on a
literally say-
centre back.
Yeah,
Bar
Grealish-
Haaland.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, okay.
it's a future signing. I agree,
Yeah.
but for now, I'm like, oh, they
I feel
probably.
like especially in today's market, you're going to have to spend that to get
I thought
Gvardiol.
there's easily 10 more deals that are more necessary.
There is
vital to
there
their
is more
team,
necessary, but
and their
I don't know
solutions
if it's
for
a
right
better
now.
deal.
Can City win the league without Gvardiol playing a single game?
yeah.
They can win the league without
fair point.
other players that they signed this year that will be in the list or that you voted in the list.
I don't-
Doku, they can win.
I didn't vote for.
They
Yeah.
can win the league without Doku playing.
They can,
Switch.
absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. I
You
just
can
think
say no City players can
Exactly.
Exactly. They can win with no other midfielder, like no 8.
they can win with Kovacic not playing a single game. Definitely,
You think so?
of course. They'll just play Rodri,
Well-
Bernardo, Nunes, or Foden,
No, I meant
or De Bruyne.
True.
Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, I was just making a
Yeah.
point.
good, yeah.
Let's go number 5. All right, top 5 now. We've got a lot of people had him in their list, and I think if he doesn't get injured, he's probably top 3 in most people's list. Jurrien Timber to Arsenal. The sum,
Cheap.
40 mil for a player who can play all across the back four, like we were saying with Gvardiol, but it was the difference with Arsenal having cover in every single position and being able to have depth in every single position to now being as stretched as we were last year.
Yeah,
You know
for
what?
players.
My thing is, to me, I had him higher than the other Arsenal signing. One based purely, I think it's purely on what Arsenal needed in the moment. And so for me, I think Timber was much more necessary than Rice, who's also going to be higher and way cheaper. And
Rice was-
for me, Timber in that left back spot and the way that Arsenal wanted to play, or left centre back,
he was
I
Crazy,
feel like
man.
he's just perfect, and it's like a perfect fit. Whereas, well, I just
Or right
spat.
back.
Whereas, or right back. Whereas, Rice had to come in and things have to move around, and other players have to go elsewhere. And especially for that sum of money, we can talk about Rice later. But yeah, for me, Timber was number 3.
I did the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bud, did you have Timber?
Yeah, I had him. I think 6 or 5.
Yeah, 7, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
vote for Timber purely
Because he's
Said
injured.
because
no
he got
injuries,
injured.
Yeah,
and that's a big injury. And I'm like, do we get the same guy?
that is
It
tough.
sucks. It sucks.
Do you
man.
sign someone now and then?
See, my
He's
thinking
out.
was
Well,
Arsenal
I don't-
signed
I
someone
don't-
before the
I don't know
deadline.
if we do.
I feel like it was very, very necessary for you guys to sign someone. But I guess Gabriel being released from the shackles feels like another signing again.
We got FFP as well, though.
yeah, you guys are in trouble.
We had to get Ray on loan.
Yeah.
So I
in
think
trouble.
that is probably some of the
It's your
reason
fault for
why.
selling players. Pepe, you sold for 4 million. If you just sold him last year, to
Hey,
me,
we'll
you
do a
could have
little
got.
special
Yeah,
segment.
to
for
me, you
Pepe.
could have got
Yeah.
20 million.
Our,
last
you guys
our
need-
buying, selling?
Holding, you
Jesus
sold for 4
Christ.
million. To me, last year, if you sold him, you could have got 20, 10, 15, 20 million.
You know, Pepe went for free, right?
Yeah, I think he went for 4.
I thought we were
No.
No, he went for free. You
Free.
terminated his contract.
Oh, did we?
Free.
I think the 4
I
came
swear,
out.
I swear I saw free.
But it was free.
Right, maybe you saw something
He went
else.
for free. Arsenal mutually
Yeah.
terminated his contract, and then he went for free.
God damn.
80 mil to 0. Crazy.
It's just
That's
it's
dead money.
kind of ridiculous.
Dead money, man. That's crazy.
You're not very good at selling. That's my thing.
We're
You're
the
not,
worst selling club.
you're not good at selling.
We're the
Tierney
worst
what,
selling
went on
club.
loan, right?
Yeah, on loan.
You
to
weren't able to
Sociedad.
sell him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they wanted to sell.
don't know
Tavares
if
on
they
loan. You weren't able to sell him.
I don't know if they want to sell
I
him.
think
either.
Arsenal don't. They
Tavares
want to get
is
rid of
young.
players. but they
Tavares
don't
is
want
young,
to.
but
They don't
realistically,
want to,
do you
they
see
don't want
Tavares coming back and play
You
for
know, like
Arsenal? I
shoes
don't.
You don't
I
wear.
don't know.
Yeah.
Unless we
You don't
play a
wanna
completely
really
different
take
system,
all-
then
You keep
nah.
him
Just in case.
Like say your mum's like, give them to your cousin, but you don't want to give them to your cousin because you don't want to see him wear your shoes. That's Arsenal transfers.
What's this guy talking about?
No idea.
You know when I feel like Arsenal don't want to let go of players, but they
Should
need
you
to.
have cashed in on Partey? Maybe not. I don't know. But I feel as though
He's good right back.
I don't know. You guys don't really. Your selling hasn't been
Stump.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
especially
it's
because you
silly.
want to spend a lot, and you have been spending a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that, man. For who?
Gabriel. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that,
Oof.
but I
Magalhaes?
think it has to
Yeah.
make sense. Production just said there was a bid for Gabriel Magalhaes for 170 mil. But I think it has to make sense because if you want to challenge for the title, you can't realistically sell him right now with
Yeah.
no
And by
replacement,
who?
and Timber's gone.
Yeah.
So it
Can't be
makes sense.
selling your best players.
And he's still young, so it's not like his price is going to go down next
Yeah.
season.
170.
But if he
would
wasn't in the
have
plans, then I think you would have gone for 170 mil,
Yeah.
according to someone over here.
been- Well, you should have
Make it
cashed
sense.
in. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
Make it make sense. Number 4, we've got Aston Villa's own Moussa Diaby.
I didn't have him in my
I think I would
list.
have had him 4, maybe 4, 5.
I feel like a lot of
I had him
most people
6.
had him. Bud didn't have him in the list, which
Why?
I think is strange. MJ had him 3,
3, yeah.
Samuel 6, Chris a 7, Mitch 5, Riley, Bambarrel,
You didn't have him.
Deny
had him at 11.
3,
I'll tell you
Jeremy
why I
4,
didn't have him as
Tom
well.
5. So most people had him quite high when they did have him.
Yeah.
But why?
I think my reasoning is
I can't do this.
You're just going to make something up, aren't you?
no.
Just like
It's-
say my bad. It's come.
it's-
We'll just move on.
I feel like this could be Bailey all over again, where he looks good for first couple games, then he just completely switches off. So I feel like
Bundesliga attacks.
a bit. Bailey started hot, got in, did his hamstring bad, came back, and then just never got back to that level again.
I thought it was decent in patches last year.
Yeah, but
Impressive.
it wasn't
And I think
towards the start.
Moussa Diaby's a much better player than Bailey.
And yeah, but I'm taking the gamble of, I think it's just first couple of weeks he looks good. You know, he's exciting, he's fast, whatever. You know, winger, right winger, FIFA card, shit like that. But I don't know. Something's telling me that it's just like gonna last for maybe 4 more games, and
I
then
think
he's
he's
just
been
gonna
their
be
best player
forgotten.
this
Yeah, he has. And
Clear.
he's only 24, and he's someone that Arsenal were after, big teams are after.
lot of
And for him
teams.
to choose Aston Villa, I feel like that's a big signing, and especially he can play across the front 3. And he can be completely dangerous, and against the big teams, he's been dangerous.
And how many attacking players are that direct?
Exactly.
And just difficult. He's got the ability. He's got the
And he can
playing
finish.
style to literally be a very, very solid player for the whole season.
You reckon it's a howler not having Diaby in your 10?
I'd say it's very, very questionable. Very questionable.
Based off
Especially
what
when
we've seen as well.
Well, how can Romeo Beckham be on your list and Moussa Diaby not? So realistically,
I explained it.
We've got to be honest.
Yeah,
We've got to be
I think
honest
it's a bit
with
of a
each
howler,
other.
to be fair.
It's not. It's
We've
not
gotta
a
be honest.
howler.
We've
I'm
seen him
taking
play
the
though, that's
gamble.
why.
Yeah, I've seen him.
We've got to be
Did you
honest
have
with
him?
each other.
11.
You didn't.
That's
Riley
top
didn't
10.
have
He's at 11.
Well, it's
So-
a top 10 list, mate.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay, well, we've got 17.
11 and 40
We've
are
got
the
20
same in
different
this
guys
list.
in here. So
Okay,
he's
so
my
we did a
11.
top 10 list.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
You
not
didn't
top
have-
11. So you're sitting on the same boat as me. So
I'm not.
I know why you're patting me on the shoulder, cuz
He's actually on the notes. So.
I thought of Diaby. I just didn't put any more than 10 players on my thing.
Oh man, that's nice.
Let's go. Number 3, top 3, podium finish. We've got a player we mentioned a little bit before, but 66 possible votes out of 90.
God damn.
Dominik Szoboszlai.
Domo.
This is my number one, and I'm sad he's not that high up. Because if we are talking about
Here we go.
generational talented players, and to start the season on fire the way he has, because what is he, 21 years old, bud? He just turned 22, I think, actually.
22.
Yeah, he just
Just.
turned. The other day, he just had his 22nd birthday. He
That's
scored
crazy,
as well.
man.
Szoboszlai, if we're talking about somebody who's hit the ground running, feels like the fee doesn't even mean nothing
Sammy's
to me.
going to make me talk shit about him, but I don't
Feels
think
like the fee doesn't.
Yeah.
But if
But
we're
he's gonna
talking
make me
about a
talk shit about
complete midfielder, he's
Not
a
gonna watch
complete
him again
midfielder.
now.
Szoboszlai is a complete midfielder. He can do every single thing that you're after. As you want a midfielder to do. He can score, he can create, he can dribble, he's good under pressure, he can defend, he can tackle, and he runs. So for me, I don't know. I think we've hit the jackpot, a gold mine. And I tried to pretend and be super gassed at the start, be like, yeah, he's going to be good, because realistically, I didn't know if he was going to be good. But honestly, I can sit here. MJ knew, but I can sit here now and tell you that he's he's going to be one of the best midfielders the Premier League's seen, and he's one of the best players Liverpool have ever had. I reckon for the future.
God damn, it's a big shout.
And now
Best
I
player
hate
that Liverpool's ever
Szoboszlai.
had. One of the best.
One of. He's gonna be. I'm telling
hate
you.
Szoboszlai.
You want to know?
All you have to.
One of the best players Liverpool's ever had.
I said
Already
gonna-
4 games
yeah,
in,
gonna
we're
have-
doing
yeah.
it.
Bud had him at 5. MJ had him at 4. Samuel 1. Chris at 1. Mitch 6. Riley 4. Deny 5. Jeremy 3. Tom 3.
Did anyone not have him?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Everyone had him. I genuinely think
Sobo.
he is a
He's
Gerard reject.
Yeah,
Bro,
he
he's
is.
that guy.
He's
I'm
very
telling you, man.
good.
What I seen,
I think
man.
he's like.
It's annoying that
he
he's good.
plays like.
He's
same-
Gerard, but he's a bit techier, like on the ball,
Yeah,
dribbling
yeah.
You know
wise.
what I
think so.
mean? But
Yeah.
they do the same things.
Yeah.
He
He
gets
can play
stuck
anywhere in the
in, cuz.
midfield.
Yeah, he's busy.
He could play wide if he had to for a game.
His engine is.
Let him
is-
shoot. He'll shoot
yeah,
from
yeah.
anywhere, bro.
His engine's the biggest surprise to me because he's been running out every game easily and pressing at
If
the
I
highest
was Liverpool
intensity.
fans, I'd be making Gerard comps. That's
Yeah.
all I would be doing.
Yeah, I'd be
He'd do
doing
ones
that
that flashes
system
in
so
between the
well
two.
as well.
Nah, he's
It's-
he's cold.
It's scary.
There you
Yeah.
guys
He's-
wear my
he's really that
Szoboszlai
guy.
jerseys coming.
Yeah.
How
in
much?
the
I'd be
red,
getting that if
number
I was
8.
you.
80 mil?
No, mate. It was 60 million pounds.
All right, spell it quickly. Szoboszlai.
SZOBO. SZLAI.
Well done.
Got it.
Nice.
You know
I
ball.
respect that, man.
Didn't you guys get his jersey or something wrong at the start?
Yeah, they did, I think.
Oh, really?
I think there was like a letter missing from it.
Shit.
Damn.
Clubs
From
are
other
bad.
clubs, I'm looking to sweep in after that.
Number 2 and number 1 were separated by 7 votes, 7 points.
Please.
At number 2, we have Arsenal midfielders.
Jackers.
Thanks.
Yeah,
He can't be
good.
one. He can't be.
Declan Rice.
You know
Bud had
what?
him number 2.
Makes sense.
MJ had him 5.
I got
Yeah.
that right.
Samuel 4.
Just the fee was a
Chris
bit.
at 2. Mitch 3. Riley 3. Deny 1. Jeremy 2. Tom 1.
No, who's one?
Come on. You know.
Maddo. I reckon Maddo's one.
shit.
Number 1 is James Maddison. But let's speak about Declan Rice quickly because we have to say that he's exceeded expectations.
Badly.
Yeah. I think every fan wanted him to.
Yeah, want him to go down.
Really? I like Declan
100%.
Rice.
Other
I think-
fans, rival fans, were
No, really?
being
For the
like,
price.
he
People
ain't
like,
that guy.
oh,
Yeah, for the price.
He
I
ain't that guy.
think
but
so.
they're just the internet trolls. I think proper fans did not, we're not thinking that.
You would have been posting Rice memes straight away, like we did with Kai.
I promise you I wasn't.
Mum's life, you would have.
Go through the. I promise you, I did not post one thing about Rice.
Yeah, because
So he's saying you would have.
No, I don't think I would have. No way. Not Rice. I like Rice.
You guys
Actually,
explain
you've
to
been
me why
gassing.
you think
You've been
Rice
gassing
should be
Rice.
high up.
I'm Rice fanboy number one.
Yeah.
And then I
he's-
feel like,
I've got Rice 2.
yeah, because I want to explain why I don't think he should be that high up.
All right.
Alright.
I had him 5.
Yeah.
And I think for me, my perspective was he's been our best player, yes. But I think we've seen some weird systematic changes because he's been playing in the 6. And that's not me saying he's not good or da-da-da-da. It's just he's a different profile. And I think the second thing for me was the fee. I think we paid a hell of a lot of money for this guy. And I'm like, we probably could have negotiated better and that would have bumped him up. But I think because of the price and maybe how different we're playing, I was like, he's maybe not the best signing, but he's definitely he's definitely one of top 5,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
For me, I think Arsenal fans have screamed Partey is so good, but when Partey's not there,
Okay, yeah.
Rice. When Partey's not there, we fall apart. Games
Yeah,
we
good
played
point.
last season,
Good point.
City without Partey lost 3-1 at home. We played United without Partey, lost 3-1. We played games towards the back end of the year without Partey, and we just looked like we could be broken apart.
Yeah.
This season, we play United at home with no Partey. He is the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
We control
Clear.
the game. Yes, the game was more even than we would have liked, but still came up in the big moment, scored throughout the whole game, defensively solid, won the ball back, especially when we didn't have the ball, when they were transitioning. He was so solid. He was everywhere around the pitch. And I think to score that goal, it's you sign big plays for big moments.
Facts.
And we didn't sign him to score goals, but big players will
They'll do
show
something.
up when you need them
Agree.
to show up.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
if we were playing this same game last year and we didn't have Rice or Partey, we lose that game, I think.
Yeah, I get that.
Facts.
But does that warrant him being so high up? I don't think so. I think at the start of the season, which is a little bit how I looked into it, not so much as during the season, but at the start of the season, you think, okay, every Arsenal fan, all of you last year would tell me that Thomas Partey is a better six than Declan Rice. No Arsenal fan ever would ever say to me, though maybe the one person they could say potentially could be better is Rodri, but Declan Rice would be on like a way lower tier to Partey. That's the way you guys viewed him.
He'd be 3 and 4, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you guys viewed him. And then so for him to come in and completely replace Partey in that position, I think you're paying 100 million to... Is the player in that position, directly in that position, better than the one you had? No. In my opinion, no, Rice isn't better than Partey in that position. Then I feel like there's a lot of system changes where now Partey's gone to right back or he's injured. Yeah. He's injured. Yeah. But you don't even... I didn't even know... We didn't even know how Arsenal were going to play. I feel like you took your best player, one of your best players last season, and you took him out of his best position.
Yep.
So for me, 100 million, yes, I think Rice is good and yes, I think he's performed well. I had him at number 4, but I feel like I just don't think he can be in that 1 and 2 because... you didn't get, like, he doesn't have the effect of the 100 mil.
And are we playing better than we did last year?
It's not that, quite. It's not the effect of a 100 million player. Usually if you sign someone for 100 mil, they come straight in, they're that guy, like, but they're that player.
100 mil is the 100 mil in context.
No, I know, but...
nobody can get Rice for anything less than...
Yeah, you can't get Rice.
Paid.
I know.
An English player who's had played that many games, who's that young, who's... won West Ham a trophy, and he's been playing consistently for how many years, and the captain of the team, he's not going to come.
I know he's not going to go for less.
It's not like we signed Caicedo for 115 mil after one good season.
Nobody would do that.
Like
man.
that.
Why are
that's
you
all
yelling?
what we did.
I didn't say anything.
That's all I'm saying.
Nobody would do
taking
that.
offense to that.
Don't look at me.
I didn't say you did.
I don't think anybody would do that.
Look that way.
But we're not doing that. We're signing a player,
which is why I had him at number 4, and why Caicedo doesn't.
I'm just saying why the 100 mil is going to look like 100 mil, but he's not. I think 100 mil is a lot to pay for a player who isn't a winger or a striker.
Yeah, it is.
Regardless of what type of player they are.
It is.
But realistically, English tax alone is not getting you that player for less than 80 mil.
Yeah, I agree.
I just saw it as Arsenal were in some sort of like bidding war for Rice before their transfer even opened. And for once, they actually like got their man.
With City, yeah.
Like, they beat a lot of teams. Even United, before the window opened. United,
Remember
Chelsea.
Everyone used to say he's going Chelsea to play centre-back.
Yeah, like United, Chelsea, yeah. So I think for once, Arsenal got their guy that they wanted. Like, take the money out because anyone else would have paid that and everyone would have been like, yeah, cool. We got Rice.
Yeah.
So
like, I don't think we got extorted is what I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't think you did, which is why he's number 4.
Yeah.
And I think everyone thinks it's a very good signing.
Yeah.
But to be the best signing, I just think the money's too high and the player you had in the position is too good.
Number 1, 82 points. James Maddison to Spurs. Yeah, well. 40 mil, is it? I don't know.
40 million.
Yeah, 40
cheap
mil.
as chips, man.
Early as well.
Yeah.
They
Cheap as
got him
chips.
early.
Cheap.
They said, as soon as the window opened, bang.
Madison less than Brennan Johnson. Crazy.
And I think we wanted to say that Maddison wasn't the... It was like a cool sign. We
It
were like,
was.
yeah, it's cool.
Like, good job,
But we
Ange.
didn't want to be like, oh, yeah.
He can't be your biggest signing.
Because it's Tottenham.
That's what we were thinking. He can't be your biggest signing.
40 mil.
He looks...
God,
didn't take time
My
at all.
days.
God damn.
Just transformative,
Everywhere
man.
Ange goes, he plays with a number 10. And this guy is...
The vice captain as well.
Oh, my God.
He's serious.
I think he's serious. I think the amount of goals he's gonna bring to that side in,
Oh, my God.
in the fucking big hole, the big void that Harry Kane has left, wearing the number 10 as well.
God.
I feel as though he gets double digits,
Combined.
Goal
Colt-
involvements.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Tom's Buendia numbers are probably going to happen.
Yeah, for Maddison. Like, he's already got a goal. He's already got, I think, 2 or 3 assists.
Nah, he's got a couple goals.
He's got
Yeah.
4 assists.
No, I don't think he does. I think he has 2 goals, 2 assists.
Oh, does he? There you go.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Still.
What a 40 mil?
Yeah.
It's a bargain, man.
Yeah, this is where the transfer value very much came
Has to
into
come
it.
in.
Big time.
The void that was left. Just how... Because if he had gone last year, it would have been like 70, 80 mil.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
tried to buy him from Leicester. Leicester were playing hardball the whole time with Maddison. And
Got
I think
relegated, had
They,
to cash in.
They should have cashed in because they let
On
him
him,
and Tielemans go
Tielemans,
for
exactly.
60 mil combined. And Didi went somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think he left.
I think it collapsed.
Oh, did it?
But he was meant to go to a Prem team,
Yeah, it was.
but it didn't go through.
It was like Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
before
no,
I think maybe it was Fulham when Paulinho was going.
Fulham. Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's what it was.
Oh,
They
they
wanted
Paulinho
him-
didn't go.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Apparently that's January or something.
Yeah.
January next season.
Yeah.
I could just use the photos that they took already, so it's safe on the photographer.
They can. But you guys want to say anything about Maddison?
I've got a question.
Okay.
If he gets, top assists,
Okay.
Can very well happen.
could
happen,
Well
yeah.
happen, yeah.
do you guys see him leaving? Like, say, a big team gives him a lot of money.
Okay.
You're Maddison. What do? You just joined now.
I think.
I reckon he sticks
I don't
around.
think so. I think the Tottenham project is very promising.
Yeah.
It looks real.
It is
Wait, it's also-
Tottenham.
Yeah,
It is Tottenham, but I think this project that Tottenham have right now is probably the most promising they've looked for a long time. And I feel like they took a chance on Maddison.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of respect for Ange. He's already come out and talked about it before the season had even started.
Yep.
And so I think that's someone he wants to probably grow with, and they can go pretty far because look
Yeah,
at what
facts.
Ange is doing with this level of squad. Imagine
Yeah.
what happens when they spend the Kane money more,
Yeah,
That's what I'm
facts.
saying.
He's shown that he's
Facts.
loyal. He stuck out with Leicester for
Yeah.
however many years when they were
We weren't
horrible.
we weren't sure if it was loyalty or scared, like the Zaha thing where it was scared to go to a bigger team and
Yeah.
be in the limelight. But obviously he's shown that he's
Yeah.
gone to a bigger team and he's about it.
Yeah,
If I'm
he's
Maddison,
ready.
I'm telling Ange, throw 80 mil at a good striker that I
Yeah.
can work.
I'll
with.
get
They
you
got a-
goals.
And
they
we're
get a
gonna
good
win the
striker,
league.
If they
man.
find somebody-
Son up there though.
Yeah.
I reckon that could be a perfect solution.
I don't think so, man. I think if they get a real 9 and put Son left where he is really good at,
Oh yeah.
and they get a good 9. If I'm
There's not many good nines left.
that's what I mean. If I'm Postecoglou, I'm going to Maddison. Who do you want 9? We'll get him.
Brennan Johnson, 45 mil though, is a lot of money for someone who's not
They
proven
should
at
just
all.
broke the bank, got Evan Ferguson.
They should have broke the bank and got
That's what I
Osman.
would have thought.
Osman.
Yeah.
Imagine Osman.
Osman is not going to Tottenham.
Osman
He's
playing
so-
with Son
he
and
knows
Maddison.
all
I know this is
fucking
not
well.
even the episode we're talking about Maddison, but have you guys been seeing the missing Kvaratskhelia memes?
Yeah.
Because he's gone 173 days without scoring.
Yeah. yeah.
He
And you
says
guys
the
are
last,
telling me he's better than Saka.
the last time he scored was
You guys are
173
telling me
days
that.
ago. Yeah, he probably was injured, and that's how people make
You guys
memes.
are telling me that.
And
Well, it was
Mudryk-
based off last season.
And
Come on.
Mudryk's too
You guys
bad.
are telling me that.
Yeah.
So just
Are you talking about Mudryk?
Oh yeah.
haven't
Mudryk's
been
too
up on
bad.
Mudryk?
All right, somebody send me the meme.
Can we also
Oh,
go?
yeah,
Can we
yeah.
also go over? I just want to maybe next episode go over. Remember those answers that we did at the start of the season? Flop, whatever. This, who's going to be the best? This,
You
blah
wanna
blah.
change
No, I just want to go over them and look at Bud's answers for those because every Chelsea player he's picked. Oh my god!
Yeah, we can go back.
Oh
have
my
a detailed
God.
one-on-one me and you.
He said
We can get a
Mudryk is
camera.
going to be the
I said that as
most
well.
improved.
Yeah,
Man, he's played 5 minutes.
we're 4 games into a season.
Cole Palmer came on before Mudryk.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
The guy just
You
touched
literally
down.
saw. You guys
touched
literally. We were here sitting when Rashford after Christmas went on a run. We were like, man, he's back to normal. So I'm just saying, it's 4 games compared
Sometimes you
to.
say a lot of nothing.
That wasn't nothing. That was.
well,
facts.
this has been our top 10. I'll quickly recap. We had a outright 10, Nuno Tavares to Nottingham Forest. Thank you
Thanks,
solely
Mitch.
to Mitch Kurumi. I'll put his at right here. Then we had number 9, Rob Holding to Crystal Palace. I'll
Thanks,
put his
Mitch.
at right here again, Mitch Kurumi.
That's crazy.
Then number 8, we had a 3-way tie between Mickey van der Ven, Kudus and Kovacic.
His name Mickey.
Yeah, I think so. 2 number 7s, Alexis Mack, Allister, and Sandro Tonali. At 6, we had Gvardiol. 5, we had Jurrien Timber. 4, we had Diaby. 3, we had Szoboszlai. 2, we had Rolls-Royce Rice. And at 1, we had James Maddison.
You can't. Yeah, that's great. You can't say Rolls Royce to 2 players. It can only be 1.
Why can you not have 2 Rolls-Royces?
You can't.
Why?
Why?
You can't.
Why?
It's just
They're
by
not the
law.
same
It's
position.
just by
City got
law.
a bunch
It's
of
not the
Rolls
same
By
Royces.
law.
Yeah.
It's
We've
just.
got 3
Just
Rolls-Royces.
I don't
one.
think Rice is Rolls Royce.
It's not Rolls Royce.
We've got 3 Rolls-Royces.
Rice-
He's like a Toyota Hilux, cuz.
We've got 3 Rolls-Royces.
He's a Toyota Hilux.
No, you can't be a Rolls
And
Royce that.
You forgot to
He
put
is.
the asterisk next to McAllister. You have to put Messi above him.
Yeah. If Liverpool also get Messi, he'll unlock McAllister.
Yeah, you signed the wrong
And
Brighton
Kunku was-
Are
midfielder.
you alright?
You
Kunku
signed the
was
wrong
11,
Brighton
guys.
midfielder.
Exactly. But he was the
Yeah,
real
but
10.
if it was, if
Wait,
this
so you guys
idiot
didn't
wasn't
get a
doing dumb
single
shit,
player in that? God damn.
blame this guy.
Now, blame your team's
But I had
performances.
Caicedo at 6 in his list.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Why is that?
Chris
Yuck?
had Caicedo 9.
He's still drunk.
Can I actually ask? Should,
Janai had 8, and that's the only people that
I think the only one I might have put other than Nkunku is Lavia.
I have Labia.
Yeah. That's the
I
only
would
Should have,
still keep it Caicedo.
Ward Prowse been in this list?
Yeah, I had
I
him in
voted
my
for
list.
Ward Prowse.
Shout?
You,
The reason he didn't get in is probably because of Mitch.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
You had Ward Prowse, Bud had Ward Prowse, and Samuel had Ward
Yeah.
I
Prowse.
think I had him.
But it
Did I
wasn't
have him?
enough points.
Yeah, we
maybe
all
not.
probably had him
had
low.
Ward Prowse.
I had him
low,
at
but it
9.
was-
But it's because
yeah.
Mitch had
You guys had him all in your
Low,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah.
my 2 that
5,
didn't make
yeah.
it was my 9 and 10, and it was Ward
Mitch
Prowse
gave
and Nkunku.
Holding 10 points. That's crazy.
Yeah.
At least put him like, just get him 1 point,
Yeah.
not that. Like I put Romeo Beckham 1 point, not 10. It's not worse than you putting 10 points on Holding.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment.
Let's
This has been
go.
Let 'Em Shoot. We appreciate your views.
Who was
Yeah.
the worst?
Comment your top 10s,
Yeah.
and Bud is going to address them all in the comments, saying valid or not valid.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I like that.
And 5,000 subs, and I'll leak Mitch's address, so you can do whatever you want to do.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Leak it to me.